Okay, here's video number 2 about the water damage in the basement. It's just about done down there. Here we go. I'll walk you through it. So this hallway here, it got a half-assed paint job, a little freshen up. It's kind of dirty, dusty, scratch stuff like that. But that's not the big deal. So yeah, that little knee wall there got sealed. New baseboard there. Some new drywall there. That drywall had to go. It was all soft. That drywall got a repair because it was also soft. And this drywall all got replaced, the bottom 2 feet of the wall there. And the bottom 2 feet of this wall got replaced, drywall, plaster, painted 2 coats. There's the floor. I filled it in with cement because you put tiles, well, they're just going to pop off again if this furnace guy doesn't fix that problem. I cut some grooves into the floor there and over there in case it does leak. That'll lead it right to the drain. The drain is over there. There is a drain in the furnace. Well, it's not really a drain, but there's a pipe that goes down the floor out of the furnace. So that's something he's going to have to check. I'll show you that in a second. So the whole laundry room got, that hasn't been painted since the day I moved in here. I got a freshen up for white paint job there, and see, I'll hop over here. So there you go. Yeah, clean enough. We did some dusting and cleaning and painting in here. Painted all the walls. Bottom half of that wall got replaced as well. Basically just got to wait for the paint to dry on the floor. I put 3 coats of paint on the floor and then replaced the switch plates, and that's a 5-minute job to do that later. So in the furnace room, I cleaned the floor, swept it, vacuumed it, wiped it down. That's the drywall. You can actually see right there. That's where I cut it off. So that got replaced and plastered and painted, as I say. And then look up close here. So I put a mega-sized bead of caulking all the way around the room. It goes all the way, it's underneath there, and it goes all the way around the room there. So that if the furnace does leak, because water does end up on the floor, I don't know where it leaks or how it leaks or whatever, and we can't determine that until the AC's on full blast in the summertime. When it does start to leak, then you can get to the bottom of where and why it's leaking. I will say though that this there is a, behind the door here, by the water meter, there is a pipe that goes into the floor from, and it goes around the room, that black pipe, and that comes from, there's one that goes to the, what do you want to call it, the humidifier, and then there's another one that goes, it splits off and goes into the furnace. So that's, maybe that's run on a motor or whatever, I don't know, but it doesn't function, and yeah, only on the most humid of days we get water on the floor. So why is that such a big deal with a tile floor? Because it was leaking for so long and so much that all these tiles here, the water had gotten underneath of these tiles and had been soaked up by the wall, and right around here there was about a 1 square foot sinkhole, and it doesn't look so bad, but I poured down 5.5 5-gallon pails of liquid concrete. So that's like maybe, I don't know, 300 pounds or so of concrete into that one little hole. Looked like, whatever, you could have put your lunchbox in there, but it was bigger underneath than it was on top, as per usual. So that's why this got done. And yeah, wasn't expecting to do that, but came down here and a lot of mold, and tiles weren't attached at all. So I had mats underneath here, but the mats were just ultimately hiding the fact that the tiles weren't attached. So we basically just took off the tiles that weren't attached well. I chipped it into a, I got to the point where these remaining tiles, they don't want to move. I need the jackhammer to get rid of them, and obviously we're not going to remove the water heater and jackhammer underneath the water heater to get that. That's not worth it. So I just took out the loose tiles. All the remaining tiles, they're solid as a rock. They're not going anywhere. And yeah, so what did this cost? Materials, I met between the bags of floor leveler cement and the paint, the drywall, the plaster. Obviously I had to put new baseboards. I put actual wooden baseboards because the previous ones had wicked up the water. They were all moldy. And I just replaced on this door frame here, I just replaced the one piece of door frame. It was sucking up water too. So anyway, so materials is $770 on that, and labor, Kyle and I spent 1 day, and then Glenn spent another day with me. So 4 man days altogether of labor. Yeah, so I'm just letting you know that's not something I expected, not something I wanted to do, but Also not something we want to do on day one for a tenant, is have them complain about stinky mold damage, and all they would have had to do to see that is walk in here and look at those walls, as I discovered, with all those big black spores on the walls. Yeah, so all right, that's it. I'll send that off to you now.